Hi, and welcome to Unashamed by Grace, brought to you by Christian Living Radio. This is Joanne. I want to welcome you to our show. Thanks for listening. We're on every Monday and Friday at 9 a.m. Mountain Time, but you can also go to Christian Living Radio's website or their YouTube channel to view and listen previous recordings. Today, we're talking about internet accountability. I have countless parents that contact us all the time, and they might have just questions, or some of them have called us to say they found things on their children's phones that were inappropriate, and or their children are addicted to pornography, and what do they do? The very first thing that I'm going to recommend to them is, and that I ask them is, do you have online filtering app on their phone? I have never had anyone say yes. That is so important. And not only that, I've had people call me back months later with the same issue. Hey, I need to talk to you. I found stuff on my child's phone again. My very next question to them, did you put that app on that I told you about? No. Okay. If they would have done that, that would have prevented their child from going and looking at those images. So it doesn't deal with why they're going to look at things, and it's just stopping them from going to sites, which, if you could have that argument, well, that's just preventing them from looking at something, and they're still going to look at it if they could. Yeah, absolutely, they could if they wanted to. But what you want to do is you want to train their heart. So if you're stopped from looking at something, then over time, your desire greatly decreases for that. So yes, we want to put online filtering on our children's phones, and of course, home computers and anything that our family would have access to. We don't want them not being able to see something on our phone, but then as a parent or other family member in the home, accidentally stumbling upon something on the home computer, because that defeats the purpose. So what is an online internet accountability? Well, what that is, it gives you a clear view of internet use. So it's the websites that are visited, the search terms that are used, the YouTube videos that are watched. All of those are listed in the Internet Accountability Report. And the accountability report is online. It's not something you print out. You get a report online, and it's designed to start a conversation. And so they're fully customizable. So if you become the accountability partner, meaning you're the one that receives the reports, and you only want to see highly mature sites that were visited or what time of day they were online, you can adjust that to meet those needs. And there's no need try to figure out which one of your family members accessed what particular website, because each person that you put the app on their phone, they'll have a unique Covenant Eyes username. And so the internet activity will show up on a separate report for each person, and which is very comforting, as a parent, knowing that you're not having to wonder which person did it, but you'll know who that may have stumbled upon something. And so blocking. So what is internet filtering blocking? What if you could block internet content for your children based on their maturity level, right? Because you don't want to block everything completely for a teen that makes them feel like a kid. So with the Covenant Eyes internet filter, it's they have that in addition to that accountability service that I just told you about. And the internet filter looks at the websites in real time, and it rates them on age appropriateness. So each person that you have in your family that's set up for these reports will actually be given a rating, like which websites they can go to and which ones they can't. So what that means is, as your child gets older, that filtering level grows with them, because your 16-year-old can handle different content than your 5-year-old. So you don't want to keep them at the same level. So you can move on the scale, each one as the need increases. And so there's age-based content ratings too. There's 6 age-rated sensitivity levels. So for instance, they have a Y would be for youth, MT for mature teen. And so it'll block certain things for each child just based on the sensitivity levels that you put in. And so it makes it really easy to spot when somebody's visited an inappropriate website. And another great thing that Covenant Eyes offers is time of day blocking. I know a lot of parents have told me I take their phone away when they go to bed. When they go in their room, they're not allowed to have their phone, or when it's bedtime. But there are some kids that just want to play a game or maybe read, and they read on their phone, and they need their phone. And so what we have on Covenant Eyes is the time of day blocking, and it's a filter guardian that blocks internet access at certain times of day. So they could still have their phone to maybe, text a friend or read something if they had a book, but they're just not going to be able to go online on the internet and start searching for things after a particular time. So this is all great for kids, but we have people ask us, well, what about adults? Because internet temptation doesn't end at age 18. So we want to use the filter for adults as an extra layer of protection. What the filter does is block porn while still giving you the flexibility to do what you need to do online. Because sometimes inappropriate content or porn pops up accidentally. I've seen it on YouTube, for example, when I'm searching for something really, really simple on YouTube, maybe a song, and over on the side tab is pornography. It's just everywhere. And so this filter is very important even for adults. When you add that internet accountability on the phones and computers, you're able to talk to your family members about specific gray areas online, because any attempts to get past the filter appears on that accountability report that I talked about. And so those moments of weakness can be discussed. And the beautiful thing is too, is with Covenant Eyes, they have created, it's called a panic button. And what that is if someone in your family is struggling with temptation online, they click the panic button while they're still in their right frame of mind, and that temporarily cuts off internet access. And of course, you can reinstate the connection, but it's just a feature, that panic button, that's like, oh my gosh, I think I'm going to click on something I don't want to click on. And that is super, super helpful. I'm so glad that they put that feature on there. So the total package is the accountability reports that I told you about, and then the filtering all together. So sites that have been blocked by the filter appear on the accountability report for easy conversation about inappropriate websites with family members. And it's especially good for teenagers who still need that protection from highly mature sites, but they also benefit from conversations just about wise choices in general and the dangers of pornography in particular. Porn is the problem and accountability is the solution. And just a quick statistic here, according to Barna Research in 2016, they haven't done for 17 yet, 51% of Christian men and 16% of Christian women admit to looking at pornography regularly. Despite that, only 7% of churches in America have an active ministry to help with those struggling with porn. 7%. And 51% of the men are struggling. And then as we are bringing up our kids in this world where pornography is more prevalent than it ever was before when we were kids, that number is, they're projecting that number is going to be even higher as the years go on. So what we want to do is, encourage you, go to our Facebook page or our website, Unashamed by Grace, click on the Covenant Eyes tab. I promise it's super simple. You sign up. It's very inexpensive. It's you can sign up for reoccurring debit charge. So it comes out automatically. You don't have to worry about sending a check or calling in every single month. And for just a low fee, you know that your family's completely protected online, even on their phones when they're at school. There is another program out there. We have it on our website, and it's a filtering system for your home. So you're protecting what's coming in on your television. But that's great. It's just that once they leave the home, you want them to be protected. And that's exactly what this Covenant Eyes app does. So if you have any questions, please feel free to contact me on our Facebook page, our website. Always go to christianlivingradio.com. They're happy to put you in touch with me. And I'm always here. I love you. I love your family. I have a heart for the family to save marriages, save families, and save our kids. So thanks for listening. Unashamed by Grace here with Christian Living Radio. God bless. And we'll talk to you Monday and Friday, at 9 a.m. Mountain Time.